If they play in the dialogue, then they'll do all right.
Yeah, it's an RPG game, so it's going to be.
Yeah. No reason why not.
It's going to be really good. I wonder how many times you can kill Kenny.
You bastard!
Right, I'm going to go through a couple of wee bits of news, and then we'll get to the next gen consoles. I'm going to see. Right, Stu, you had something about that shop that you can rent videos from.
Blockbusters.
Yes, Blockbuster. That's it. I can remember. Right, what you got? What you got? Tell us.
It'll come as no surprise they've gone into administration for the second time.
Again.
Yeah.
Smash them.
Right now,
72 stores are going to be closed.
I heard a rumour. Now, this is a business day trading rumour. I don't know how the hell I heard it. I've probably been bored in work looking at the internet. But I heard a rumour that they are closing all stores now between now and Christmas. That they're not going to be sold as such, and they're just going to go straight dead and bankrupt.
Well, it could be true, but all I know is that I'm getting some fantastic deals from there, so screw it.
You're getting fantastic deals in so much as you're buying off their old shit that they don't want.
Pretty much. So things like The Purge, people might have hated it, but they're selling it for $5.
Fair enough.
For $5, you thought, screw it, I'll buy it for $5.
I'll buy that for $1. I think, I honestly think that you probably could get some really good deals. Now, I'm going to miss Blockbuster.
I don't even know where the nearest Blockbuster is.
Your nearest one is probably Bears Den.
There you go. No clue.
There used to be one, see where the Greggs is in Bishop Briggs?
Uh-huh.
There used to be one right beside there.
See, I've been there for 6 years, and it's not been there for that long.
Oh, yeah, it was... Oh, maybe it wasn't, though. Maybe I'm thinking of something completely different, because you've been there longer than I've been in Bishop Briggs.
Well, you've not been in Bishop.
Exactly. So, yeah, anyway.
Bishop Briggs is lovely, Stu.
It is, it's really nice.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there used to be a Blockbuster on every bloody corner. And, I mean, I loved Blockbuster, especially when me and Lou first started going out. It was the place to get a couple of DVDs and just chill out. And the prices just got to the stage where it was, you could easily buy a DVD for the price that they were offering you the rental.
That was the problem, wasn't it?
But see, for their games, they used to do really, really good deals on their games because nobody ever went in to buy it. So they used to do things like, if I was going to trade in a game and I didn't want game points for it, I used to go into Blockbuster and they would give you phenomenal deals on trade-in. I remember I traded in Tekken Tag Tournament. I don't know why I bought Tekken Tag Tournament. Don't ask me why I bought it brand new. I thought it was going to be a really fun game and it was crap.
What platform was that on?
Xbox.
Right.
It was
original.
recent. It was back last year.
Tekken Tag Tournament on the Xbox.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
No, Tekken Tag.
Was it released on the Xbox?
Yeah, it was the newest one.
Okay.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2, probably.
That's better.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
Alliteration. I love it.
I bought that on Xbox. I hated it, and I bought it. I think it was 45 quid when I bought it. I traded it in at Blockbuster for 40 quid. I got a 40 quid store trade in and bought Borderlands 2, which was 35 and got £5 store credit.
That's a hell of a deal, dude.
It is. So I got rid of a crap game and ended up technically a fiver in hand.
You got a good game and got a fiver in hand.
Yeah, and it was it worked out brilliantly. So they used to do good deals. And the other thing is, the thing that nowhere else has done since, they used to rent you consoles.
Good point.
I mean, I think it was the first time I ever played an N64. I rented an N64 for a week, and it was like, I think it was something like a fiver for a week, and you had to give them £7 as a deposit. Which, even if you...
£7.
I know, even if you broke the fucking console, what did you care? It was £7.
Yeah.
I rented the console. I don't know if any of you guys have ever rented the console.
No renting the console, no.
Well, in Sunderland, all it cost was like a bucket of chicken because the guy was chained behind the desk because he wasn't allowed to leave the store. So if you gave him food, he was ecstatic and he handed you a console.
I will miss Blockbuster if it not for passing it and going, fuck's sake, look at the price of popcorn.
I thought you were going to say I miss Sunderland.
Nobody misses this place.
I don't think anybody anybody does. People just claw their eyes out to get out of there.
Dude, just head north. Stu, head north.
Yeah, I've been through 4 pairs of eyes already.
It takes the eyes of Yorkshiremen.
Yep. Spare some eyes. Just that homeless person sitting there instead of a spare some change. Spare some eyes.
So did Sunderland actually have a Blockbuster?
Surprisingly, yeah. We had a
Wow.
couple of Blockbusters. I know we're in the dark ages, still using looms and hand cranks to get some electricity and stuff like that, but we had a
You're in the dark
Blockbuster.
ages because you run out of eyes.
Yeah.
Please tell me you had a Global Video as well.
Yep.
Ah, brilliant. Bryn, down your neck of the woods when you were young, did you have a Global Video?
Global was slightly further north, I think.
Ah, bugger. That's a
Blockbuster, yes, but not. I don't remember Global until I started moving further north.
What was the other one? There was another one. It was quite big. It was Blockbuster Global, and I can't remember the name of it.
Well, I used to work in a Choices videos. And that was fairly big around the area I was in, but I don't think it spread much further than the middle.
Choices. What video can we get? What oversized case video can we get today?
It was great fun.
Yeah, well, I imagine it would be. I always wanted to work on a video, so I don't know why. I just always wanted to work on a video, so.
It was alright, actually, because we got to watch videos for free.
Yeah, that's
And abuse customers, and they really had nothing to say about it.
essentially Clerks.
Yeah, I had a guy come in. He wanted to open an account because his friend who'd come in didn't have an account or didn't have ID to prove he had an account. So he was fairly insistent, and he wanted to open an account himself, being fairly inebriated at the same time. We needed 2 forms of ID. He only had one, which was a driver's license, which he tried to wave in my face as much as he physically could to prove he had it. So I took it off and threw it across the store. That was pretty much it. That was awesome.
I was waiting for a better end to that story. Could you not make up a better end to that story?
The guy wanted to meet me outside, and I laughed in his face.
Oh, is that actually true, or did you make that up?
No, actually true.
Oh, right, brilliant. Can you make up a better end to the story, though?
No.
Oh,
Well, yes, I could, because he actually had a gunship.
And he ripped off his face and he was a gunny weaver.
Exactly. Were you there?
Yeah, if she ripped off her face, you would find me. Asking for eyes.
So basically, on the inside of every Sigourney Weaver, there's a student.
There's me, yeah. They were like Russian dolls. You get down to the core and there's just me.
Get away from her, you bitch. Then it's just a Sunderland accent.
Yeah.
Said I didn't like that film.
Oh, get away from her, you bitch. Now put the movie down.
Oh, Christ almighty. We have deviated. So
Really? I never noticed.
like Borderlands. Borderlands what? Not Borderlands.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Blockbuster Video, not Borderlands Video. It's a very different rental service. Bioshock. Blockbuster Video, them closing. Do we care? Do we fuck?
Most cohesive podcast ever.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't think I just don't. I don't think anybody cares.
I haven't cared about blockbusters for about, I don't know, 8 years.
We've got Netflix, we've got Love Film, we've got
Exactly.
Blinkbox and bloody Now TV.
Nobody
and
uses
stuff.
Blinkbox.
I know nobody uses Blinkbox. I'm still saying it still exists.
He's holding on.
We've got things like Hulu.
It's got shit, isn't it?
Will be coming over here. We've got plenty. There's plenty of stuff to
Crackle.
watch. Crackle, yeah.
Nobody uses that.
Just nobody is going to bother going to, like, can you imagine explaining to a kid now that you had to drive to see a film, you had to drive to a shop, you had to, what the hell's going on? Somebody in a bin.
I'm throwing a Pringles tube around.
Fair enough. You try to explain to a kid that you had to go to a shop, drive to a shop, usually drive because you never lived that close. Then you got to the shop, you went in, and you said, "Do you have this film?" And they went, "No." And you had to either drive to another shop or go home disappointed.
Yeah.
To say that when you can just go on Netflix or you can just go on any of the million places to just rent a film. You go to bloody iTunes and buy a film. Just
It's
buy
the
a film
dark ages, man.
Yeah, to explain that to a kid, they'll be like, what? You actually had to go. It's like explaining to them how to go to shops to buy CDs. Like, I know I had to go and buy the CD, and yeah, sometimes it was sold out. Like, when you think of that now, that it was sold out, things were sold out, it's just crazy. Because even the Xbox One had a hard time selling out, and that was out this week. And I don't think the next-gen consoles had that hard a time, but they still had a hard time selling out. I mean, it wasn't like Tea in the Park tickets where they sell in the first 15 minutes.
Well, they are expensive as fuck. Let's bear that in mind.
True, but I mean, they've been coming for a long time.
But that's true.
So people could save up for them, or they could, take that 1 month's wage, just not eat, and
Eat soup all month.
So I suppose I don't see anything else. I think one of the next things is Stu brought this up before we went on air. Telltale Games are rumoured. Are they still rumoured, or they jumped on?
Yeah, they're still rumoured
to be developing a Game of Thrones game. Now, you'll know Telltale Games from doing such games as Back to the Future, The Walking Dead, and The Wolf Among Us. Apart from Back to the Future, two absolutely brilliant games. So far, The Wolf Among Us is only on episode 1, but The Walking Dead Season 2 is out on December, and that Season 1 was absolutely phenomenal. Tell me you completed that, Stu.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. I know Bryn hasn't.
I played some of that Walking Dead.
You'll play it in a couple of years' time and go, oh, well, that was awesome.
No, I did. I played the first installment. I did enjoy it.
Fair enough. I just never got around to buying it.
No.
Fair enough. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, Wolf Among Us is great as well, and it's really the Fables universe. So it's Fables comic book universe is quite a large in scope universe to kind of take and make into like an adventure game. So if you can do that, and you can take The Walking Dead, and you can take Robert Kirkman's The Walking Dead, and you can take the comics and take these characters out of that, but so they're not based in the comics, they're based, I suppose, in a sideway passage of the comics. If you can do that kind of thing, I think a Game of Thrones game would work really, really well. But it would have to be it would have to maybe be based in actual people. I don't know how it would work. I really don't. I've not thought about it too much.
I only see it as a big strategy game.
A strategy game would work really well.
That's the only way I can see it working. Unless you play a completely different role-playing game style in that world.
Well, like a la Skyrim.
Yeah, those are the only two ways I can see that working.
That would work. I mean, that would be quite cool. Doing a Skyrim style game, and then Telltale won't do this. That's not their style.
No.
But, it would be really good to kind of walk into King's Landing and stuff like that.
I don't see how Telltale will do it.
It would just. I mean, it's a story-based game, so unless they get George R. Martin to come up with a new story, I don't know. Stu, what's your opinion on this? You're so quiet tonight. It's not like you. The only reason Stu's on a podcast with me is because I talk. So he's quite happy just sitting there.
That's the only reason I'm on a podcast with you.
So don't really need to say anything when I'm here.
I'm not dependent upon.
Right, I'm assuming that you liked Walking Dead.
Yes.
Right, and I know you've take it you've not played The Wolf Among Us.
Nope.
Right, that's fair enough. Would you play this game if it appeared? Are you a Game of Thrones fan?
Not so much, no.
Yeah,
I watched season 1, got bored of season 2, haven't seen season 3.
Right, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Now,
Read it, motherfuckers.
I'm not reading it, I'm listening to it.
Read it. Oh, alright. Yeah,
I can't be bothered reading it, because it's just... I always see that thing as like if I'm driving to work, if I'm sitting in work and I've got like my lunch break or whatnot, I can just quickly throw it on, I can listen to it. So I've got the first one as a audio book, but I'm listening to Joe Hill's Horns just now. So once I've finished that, I'll start listening to Game of Thrones books. Because it's so much easier to dedicate 8 hours of listening to something than 8 hours of reading something. It'd probably be more because I read quite slowly. So, Oh no, I don't.
And there have to be pop-up books.
Yeah, there's got to be pop books with a wee bit